My name is Olaoluwa, we're the news lady. Again, my guest today is no exception. She's a powerhouse in the media space. She's the head of the traffic department at Megalectrics. Yep. So she's my boss. A thriving entrepreneur, a wife, a mother of 3. Yeah, the CEO of Mobile Kitchen Services. I mean, just so that you can know her a bit, she's reserved, yet she's the life of the party. And today she's bringing all the flavors of her journey to our table. Yeah. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Olaoluwa.
How are you?
Very well.
Yes, her name is Olanike Oyelami.
Yes, you're correct.
You're Ramadan Kareem.
Thank you.
Yeah, she's a Muslim as well. I mean, let's start with that. I mean, this is an interesting season for women in particular.
Yeah.
Because, I mean...
For all Muslims, brothers and sisters in Islam.
But for women in particular.
Oh, okay. We're talking about women, right? Yeah, well, sisters. It's Ramadan, alhamdulillah, the blessed month of Ramadan. We all have to fast, wake up for Suhoor. Iftar is the month of giving, is the month of cure, is the month of excellence. So many good stuff. We get a lot of rewards fasting in the month of Ramadan. Mm-hmm. So Muslims are particularly, the spirit is really everybody wants multiple rewards this season. So it's very important to us Muslims. To fast.
It's important to us as well. I mean, it's important to everyone.
Yeah.
And I'm happy to see how excited you are about that. So today we'll be talking about her. We'll be talking about media, business, motherhood, everything in between, life generally, from the perspective of a media boss like you. I mean, let us start with that. I mean, what does your role as the head of traffic entails? Let's start with, so we can know how important what you do is to Megalectrics.
Yeah. So I had the traffic team in Megalectrics. We schedule the programs, hypes, promos, everything that is being paid for on the radio. Mm-hmm. My department handles that. We work very closely with marketing, finance, and just everybody else. Mm-hmm. OAPs as well. Mm-hmm. When you see those instructions on your schedule in the studio, that's traffic.
So what's like a typical day like for you?
So we come in. There's the software that we use in scheduling all of this, where the magic happens. We get all of the adverts in.
Women in tech.
Yoga. We arrange all of that and then once the marketing team tells us, there's meant to be a program on Olaoluwa's belt tomorrow. Mm-hmm. We put that on your schedule to say, please, you're doing this at 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock or whatever time. And that schedule is passed on to you. We ensure that what we've put on the schedule that has been heard. Because we have to go back to the client to say, this interview, it did really play at 3 o'clock, so that we're not found wanting. Mm-hmm. So we're not only scheduling, we're part of compliance as well, ensuring that thing is being done, because, the clients are going to be paying the company for that. So it's very important that what we do here. We keep the ball rolling. We're part of a team. Obviously.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, and the interesting thing I like about your department, a good number of the team members, they are women. So I just see different beautiful women working from time to time.
It was said that when we were starting, it was said that that women focus more on numbers, that men tend to this is very funny. Come for me.
Let them come.
It was said that when you're doing something day in, day out, you're using a particular software, that it can tend to make mistakes. So they wanted just women on
so women are more thorough.
Yes, something like that.
And they're better with numbers and details. Attention to details.
attention to exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why you find, of course, there's a man on that team now, and he's doing a fantastic job as well. But so that's why we have more women on there than men.
It's good that we
you just chew me.
Don't mind me. So you've had such an impressive career in media. I mean, for you to be heading such a very important department, you've come a long way.
Yeah.
How did this journey start for you in broadcasting?
So I studied mass communication.
Yeah, that makes us too.
At the university. So right after school, served and got this job. Funny, been doing traffic, since for a while. I didn't start as the HOD, but I grew into that. Worked my ropes up, and it just takes you to be very thorough at what you do. You have to ensure that you keep mistakes to the bare minimum. Because people are paying to hear their adverts. You can't mess it up, or the programs or the hypes or whatever. So it takes somebody being careful, checking over again to ensure that thing that needs to go out is going out at the right time that it should. And then I started to head the team, and basically it's just a lot of working together, ensuring that everybody's head is in the right space, because you need a lot of emotional intelligence to balance it out as well.
Yeah,
because you want somebody to focus on numbers and be thorough, and so once you see that this person is bothered by something or whatever, you need to know when to go in and say, oh, you know what, you need a day or two off, so that I need your head to be in the right space.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You're a nice boss.
I don't know if my team will say that, but I mean, you need a lot of EQ to do that as well. So, yeah.
I wish with Wakaide just be like, please, I need your head to be in the right place. Just take like 2 weeks off.
I mean, to have bosses. My guys, they are listening to this and thinking, okay.
I mean, the media can be a very fast-paced place, a lot of pressure. A number of people don't know all of the things that come into these things that we do. We just come on radio and sound nice.
Yes, some people even think that you guys are the only ones on radio. They think that it's only OAPs that work here.
Yeah. And some people even think we own the station. They just think, somebody reached out to me over the weekend, something had happened, and the person was supposed to come for something at the office. I don't want to go into the details. And the person just reached out to me, and he said that some people had reached out to him from a particular department and insisted he does certain things. I like, just do it. I mean, whatever. Why? I mean, why do you think I can? I mean, just do whatever they ask you to do. I'm sure it's for the best. And I mean, it is nice to the number of hidden people behind the scene, making things work, making us sound good, making the station run, making businesses run, and it's just really nice to have that opportunity to talk to you and hear all about it. So, have you? I mean, in the line of working, is there any major challenge that you think you have faced as a woman, and how do you manage it? How do you overcome this?
So being a married woman, being a mom, and being present at work, being able to do what I do. So it takes and the business, and I have my business that I do on the side as well. You have to be able to delegate. You have to be able to. You can't do everything by yourself if you want all of these things to work. In the home front, my kids are a bit older now, but when they were younger, I used to have nannies, a nanny, a housekeeper, to help around the house so that I can focus on work. And when I didn't have the living nanny, they were in maybe in crutches or some place that could keep them, and then you have to pay them to keep them for maybe extra hours if you're running late. At the beginning, we used to close, I think, around 6 p.m. So, yeah. So, when you leave here, you still have to pick them, get them ready for bed, make dinner, start thinking about. I mean, if a woman sleeps and you think that you're setting your alarm for 4 a.m. or maybe 5 a.m., you're mentally awake like 2 hours prior. Yeah, because you have like a schedule in your head. Oh, did I do this yesterday night? Do I have to pack this? So in the early days, you might see me in the morning and think, why does she look like this? Because the tiredness, not just in the way the way you look, you're tired. But thank God, they're a bit older now, and so they're doing their stuff. Mommy is doing theirs, and I can,
it's better now.
Yes, and even the business, we've grown. It's not just when we started and it was just the kitchen where I was cook, manager, this, that, doing all of it myself. Now you delegate to others. You have people that are working for me now, so you can tell them go and do this and do that. So it takes a lot of delegating and being able to juggle all of this together.
While a number of people think that having multiple, at least not one stream of income is the standard in the world that we live today, we can't but wonder if it's really what women want. I mean, you run a business, you are a professional. I mean, is that what you really want? I mean, or I mean, we just have to do what we have to do to make things work.
I wouldn't say that. Maybe Nigeria. No. It was. I'd started the business even way before all of this started.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You've always been that business person.
Yes, business person. I've always wanted. Like I said, I don't really go out now, but at the time, I just would like to make sure everybody's settled at the party and saying, "Oh, have you had this to eat?" And so naturally came from. You're having a party. Let me cater at that party. Let me take.
So you naturally gravitate towards that line of work.
Exactly. I just loved it.
You love to cook, to manage events.
Yeah, to do that. And it was from the very first person that believed in me was this family friend of ours. They had their first child. They were like, "Oh, Nike, we like what you do at your house. Just come replicate same for us." And I think they're my very first clients.
Interesting.
That I did that for. So I mean, studying mass communication in school and then getting into the broadcast media, that also is. I felt like it was the natural thing to do. And then the business too came with. I mean, people, this is me saying I'm doing what I do here and I have just one business. There are people that have multiple, like 4, 5, and they're thriving in all of it.
You mentioned having help.
Yes.
So, I mean, what would you consider as the way to juggle all of this together? I mean, is it just about having help, or did you have another strategy that really helped you make those things work? I mean, children, being a wife,
absolutely,
running a business.
I think that kudos to my husband as well. You have to you when you have a present partner that knows when you need something and would go out of their way to help you and say, "Oh, don't worry about the girls. I will take care of that. Just go do your thing." At events, you're out till sometimes 11 p.m. Sometimes, 12 a.m. You're still there looking for maybe cutlery. Or cups that maybe the clients they've broken, or they're looking for one Chinese plate or something.
You can imagine
till late, and somebody is at home, just making things work whilst you're there. So it's not just kudos to men that cheer on their wives and say, you know what, you've got this. Go do your thing. So I think that's my one strategy that I kept that for later. But yeah, he's done a fantastic job as well, helping put the house.
So in a nutshell, marry a good man.
Yeah. So
it goes a long way to help.
It helps. So
some people believe women can do it alone. I mean, do you think that you need no man? You can do it alone. You can be a mother, be a business.
I'm not gonna. I can't answer for them, because if you've not walked in their shoes, you can't tell. But I'm only going to speak for what works for me. How I'm able to balance. It's a man and a wife in a committed relationship, and trying to make things work for their family. That's my own, story. So I can't really speak for, what they're going through or how well they're able to do it, because, I'm not there.
But was there really a skill that you kind of feel like you own that also helps you manage all these resources and all these tasks at your disposal?
Skill?
As in something that you felt like, the fact that I did this also helped me to, manage this. The fact that I did that.
Obviously, I think that just being thorough, being able to see and look at it again and say, am I sure? Should I go in again? Let me double check. Let me just bring in your A game to it, and because that's what sets you apart. If you're just doing and doing, people see you're doing this, you're doing that. You have to be able to do it and do it well anyway. So that's what I bring to it. And by the grace of God, the work here that I do speaks for itself, thank God, and the business as well. So you just have to really be present, whether you're at work or you're doing the business. Just be present. Let people feel that you're there.
Your impact,
exactly.
Interesting. So, let's talk about your most exciting or most memorable experience as a caterer.
Okay. So we were at this, quite a number, but this one was funny. This was years ago when I learned something from that. I'm going to get to what I learned. So this was like 11 p.m. and there was just this table. We were already packing up to go, and this table had some men chilling and they were still drinking.
Okay.
And so one of my boys had gone to meet him to say, sir, we have, I think, disposable cup to give to you so that we can get the glass. And I'd said it in a very respectful manner. This guy took offense and it was like, how dare you? Who wants to collect this disposable? Where's your boss? Who are you? Who got the...
Do you know who I am?
Exactly. He was raising hell. And I was thinking, we brought the disposable cup, and I had told him, be very respectful when you get there. That wasn't enough until I then went to try to explain the situation. That, look, it's just this one cup that's keeping us. So we tried to suggest that, and I think the people that was it the person that got us the job then eventually said, I think he took that man intervening in that situation before he agreed to changing that one cup, even though he was keeping like maybe 15 man people, just one glass. Yes, he didn't care, and he was raising hell. He didn't care whether it was just a glass. So I I was very flabbergasted. Even till date, I'm like, one cup. So those are the ills sometimes, because you're driving at night. You don't know. That's when all these bad guys are. So you have to be careful. And people just need to understand that when you are in the service industry, with those people working to human beings, and you should treat them decent.
Be nicer.
Yeah, treat them decent when they're working for you.
All right. It is still the Edition Lagos Talks 91.3. It is still nice talking to you, Madam Olanike Oyelami, also known as Hajia.
Hajia, everybody calls me
Everybody,
Hajia.
It's nice talking to you, Hajia. As a woman, what's your go-to self-care routine when life gets overwhelming?
Oh, wow. So I like to just go for a good massage.
Hey.
Just be there. Let them press your body.
Oh,
is that okay to say? Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, the massage does wonders for you, right? And then you can just let go, not think of anything, meditate, just calm down, and go for a nice pedicure.
Oh,
yeah. Get your legs did, look good, and just, do some retail therapy. You don't have to break the bank. Sometimes it's just going to the local supermarket and just buying something, and it just lightens your mood. Maybe ice cream. Sometimes, and maybe sometimes it's just something that you've had on your list. Maybe clothes or shoes or something.
Shopping,
and just, usually I wait till the end of the year to take my leave, because, that's when, again, the catering, the business, that's when, everybody's doing parties in Lagos. So I go on leave.
Won't you be working?
Yeah, so that's, I go on leave here and then do that for my leave. And so after all of the December rush, before I come back to work, I do all of that, go for my massage, buy things, just make myself happy and say, oh, you've walked that goal. You've earned this. So you can splurge.
So what's your favorite color of things to buy?
Color?
Yeah.
Well, my favorite color is brown. Yeah, brown.
Okay.
Yeah. I even wore that for my wedding ages ago.
Oh my goodness!
I've always loved brown. We call it nude now. You have all shades of brown. But yeah, brown. And then you just look good.
So, what would you say is the biggest lesson that marriage has taught you?
That will be patience.
It'll
be 18 years this November.
18 good years.
18 good years. And patience, a lot of patience. Because
how did marriage teach you patience?
So these two people that fell in love from two ends of the divide, they're coming together in marriage. They're going to come with all of their loads, what I'm bringing from where I'm coming from, what he's bringing. And so when you come together, it's all, oh, love you, all those, yeah. But that wears out after a while.
Yeah.
And so, if that person is your person, that is your friend, and is willing to always communicate, from where I am, I would have thought, oh, let's not talk. But when you have a partner that is like, oh, let's sit down and talk about this. There's a reason for this. Let's talk about it. So I've been lucky because, somebody that is willing to always communicate and say, let's talk about it. When we talk about it, then we're able to understand and, move forward and do better. So that's always been the case. And then, you imagine, you think, oh, this person why is he doing this to me? No. You're not in that person's head. So if you're not communicating, you don't know. And then giving the benefit of the doubt, and saying, oh, you know what, let me just come. Saying, oh, you know what, let me just come. Saying, oh, you know what, let me just come. Saying, oh, you know what, let me just come. Saying, oh, you know what, let me just come. Saying, oh, you know what, let me just come. Saying, oh, you know, and you're going to do vice versa. Because there are sometimes that you're just like, what? You know, but I mean, there's always a bigger picture. The bigger picture is that, you know, you both are crazy about one another, so you want to grow together, grow old together. So you always have to meet somewhere and communicate, and then you know that it's not the end of the world. This big mountain that you thought that, you know, by the time you finish talking, is not really a big deal. So communication is key, and just calm down, you know.
Calm down.
Yeah, calm down. Calm down.
You know, that is very timely because we live in such a fast-paced world now, especially for women. We live in this era where they're telling you, you know, do you, you know, stand for your rights, do this and that. You know, it's almost as if you should always take action. You should. I mean,
even in the workspace, you see that the person that is being quick to speak, most often than not, maybe the person is even wrong because you're speaking too fast, too quickly. You've not heard all sides to the story, so it just pays to calm down and try to listen. And not be quick to talk, because you give yourself room to actually know the full story, and then you're able to, you know, give an objective response than be quick to say, oh yeah, you know. I found that every time that people do that, it doesn't end well, and then over time people will just think that this person is troublesome. That's why you're always quick to
react. I mean, interesting. All right, now, what about motherhood, though? I mean, what do you enjoy the most about motherhood, and what is the most challenging thing about motherhood?
So, I mean, the teenagers now, two of them are big girls, and they think that they know everything.
Yeah.
So that one teaches you a lot of patience too, because there's a lot of door slamming now. There's a lot of eye rolling when things don't go their way. There's a lot of, so I mean, the good kids that you know that eventually they're going to communicate because they've seen their parents doing a lot of communicating. So they too, like, oh, this is how I felt at the time. I'm sorry about it. So even though she's quick to roll her eyes, just like a few minutes, but before the end of the night, we're talking about it, and you're like, why did you know? So, like I said, they're doing their thing, and I have my baby that is a 10-year-old. She's doing wonderful. So yeah. So,
I hope the camera captured the smile on your face while you're talking about that. So much joy. So, now, you said you can be very reserved, but you're still the life of the party.
Yeah.
So, I mean, how do you really have fun? I know you talk about massage and stuff. Do you party? I mean, it's not uncommon to party a lot in this part of the world. How do you give your life that spice?
I'll say I attend these parties because, I mean, I have to cater there anyway. But, and like I said, I'm reserved. You can call me a homebody too. So, you know, when at my age, I have like my people, you know, where I let
your
loose.
clique.
My clique, where I let loose, where I can be myself and just, you know. So those ones, even if it's just, oh, let's all have dinner together, let's have lunch together.
Oh, you do dinners and lunch?
Yeah.
You do such hangouts?
Yeah, with my friends, of course. I mean, you need good laughs, belly laughs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, where when nobody's judging you, you people are just crazy together. You're just talking rubbish.
Okay.
You know, we're not learning any teachable moments. That time you just want to let loose and just,
you know one thing about younger women, sometimes they feel like older women they're boring.
Nah.
They don't have fun.
No, because they don't understand.
Want to control your life.
They don't understand what real fun is, because I mean, they're older people than I am, but they were you know, you get to a stage where all the things that the younger people think that matters doesn't really matter. It's just good people. It's just good vibes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you finding your clique, even if it's one or two, those people that are really your people, that get you, that when they see you, they can already tell, Benny, what's up? Why are you looking like this? And they form an army to you know, to say, why are you in this mood? You know, I spoke to you yesterday, your voice wasn't too, and they send you flowers, or they send you, and they tell you, oh, there's this new cake place I found, I'm sending you cake from there, just taste it, do you like it? You know, because they just want you to be happy.
So as a woman, do you think that is really a must to have in life, like a team of women that are for you? I
tell you, there's no better thing, because even when you have your kids, your husband, you know, sometimes you want somebody other than them. Other than them. It's very good when you have your own people, when they get you, and, you know, just seeing you, they already know what's up. Oh, they can, and you speaking with them, you feel like the weight has been lifted off your shoulders.
But for a number of women, that can be very hard to come up with, to maintain that circle of friends.
Don't forget that you have to build, and then it's give and take. What are you projecting? Are you that kind of friend? Do you understand? Are you somebody that if your friend called you and said, oh, I'm in a bit of whatever, would you drive and go see that person? Would you show up? So you get to a stage in life where you know that this person is for me, because it goes both ways. This person will do this for me, and so in an instant,
you've built it.
Yeah, you in an instant, you're not even thinking about it. You just want to be there for that person. So you just grow into that. When you're out of university, you can say, oh, I have like a 10 clique friend or 20 that you all pack ourselves together, go to beaches together, hang out, go to beach houses. By the time you're in like your 40s, you maybe you have like 5 or maybe 10, depending on how you still you know, it just depends on you.
Interesting. Because a number of people just walk around life expecting that, you know, people should just be that person for me. People should be very loyal to me. I mean, they forget that it takes a process. Yeah. It takes time. You build it, you know, along, and eventually you get there, and it's better. But thank you very much. I mean, I love that part of the conversation. So as we wrap this up in the spirit of the International Women's Day or the International Women's Celebration, what message do you have for younger women out there trying to make it in the media, be it media in business, younger women who are trying to make their marriage something, who are trying to also raise good children in the world of today? What message would you have out there?
So, I mean, you can do it all. You can do everything, but one step at a time. If you want to get into the media space, whether you're just getting into the job, take time to, you know, understand the job, and there's a process. And you know that, oh, my legs are firm here. I can do this on automation.
Okay.
Then you add maybe family to it. And then you're just building as you go. Even with marriages, as a young person, know that you marrying somebody that, number one, is your friend, would go a long way. somebody that is God-fearing, somebody that wants the best for you.
Okay.
When we're younger, we all think of tall, dark, and handsome. Your tall, dark, and handsome might be a short man. And it might be yellow. Fair. So far is a good man. Girl, just do you. If it works for you, don't let society pressure you. Don't sometimes you think that, you want to have this big party, and so you get into the wrong hands. Maybe somebody's beating you up in your room, and because you still want this Lagos big party, you still go ahead and want to be with that person. At the end of the day, everybody will go for that party, and it's just that you being beaten at home. So you have to be careful. When you go into it, do it for you. Does it resonate with what you really want? Pray to God and say, I want my own person. Peace of mind is really good because it will project even without powder on your face. If you have peace of mind, you look stunning anyway. So peace of mind is great.
Is the best skin routine.
I swear down. You looking good, and just don't let society pressure you any way, shape, or form. Everybody will be all right last.
In the end. What about women who, for one reason or the other, felt like it's a man's world? I really don't have a place here. Life is unfair. I mean, there's an imbalance. How can I still thrive in this world? How can I move on?
We can never give up. We should just keep showing up.
Okay.
They will make room for us on the table. Everybody, like, even if it's a male-dominated industry, if you come correct, right, they will not have a choice.
Yeah.
And once a woman gets her leg in the door, she's going to bring her sisters in. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
She's going to do that. So, we should just keep showing up. Don't let anybody tell you anything. Let that conversation continue to happen, and we will just continue to do what we think is best for us.
And lastly, how can institutions or workplaces now create a better environment for women to thrive?
When we celebrate things like International Women's Day or Mother's Day, or Valentine's, or
Day of the Girl Child,
all of these things, just celebrate them. Let it be seen that you see them. That, because every woman, every lady has a story. When a man gets up and goes, and is just able to, I'm done, I've dressed up, I'm entering my car. A woman has to still deal with 1,000,001 things before she gets in her own car. So that woman showing up at that business of yours, celebrate them. Every of these things, whether it's a note, whether it's an email, whether it's lunch, whether it's, just giving them gift cards or anything, see them, appreciate them, because they're coming from a lot to show up.
It's not easy to show up as a woman.
It's not.
Oh, thank you very much, Ajia, for your time on the dish today. I have to go listen to this conversation again. It's such an interesting one. It's good to get to know you more personally like this. Thank God for International Women's Day celebration. All right. I hope you enjoy that as well. We'll be having conversations like this more often this week, being the International Women's Week for us at Lagos Talks 91.3. And Hajai, I wish you more and more better progress, more money,
you too, more money,
more opportunities
from one sister to another.
For your business, though, are you online for your kitchen business?
Yeah, mobile kitchen on Instagram, on Facebook.
Just mobile kitchen.
Yes, at mobile kitchen.
At mobile kitchen.
Yes.
Your numbers?
08033521220. I will make the best jollof rice in Lagos, just so you know.
A smoky jollof rice.
Yes, so great.